Our next guest has won every award in the country music business, and through the book and the film Coal Miner's Daughter, people all over the world have come to know the amazing story behind this woman's music. She will be appearing at Harrah's, Atlantic City, May 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then at the Westbury Music Fair beginning May 13th. Please welcome Loretta Lynn.
How are you? Good to see you. Thank you very much for being here, Loretta.
I mentioned this earlier. You look terrific.
Thank you. You do too.
Oh, you don't need to say that, but I appreciate it. That's very nice of you.
Really do.
What are you doing in New York, aside from all this working, obviously, is what you're doing here?
Well, David, I've been wondering what you've been doing at this time of the morning, so I thought I'd come up and find out.
Yeah, somebody like you never stays up this late, do you? You're in bed 9, 10 at the latest, I would guess.
I come in about the time the show comes on at night, you know, and then I get to watch your show. So
now, what do you do when you come into New York City and? Is it a nice place for you to be? Do you enjoy it? Do you go out walking around? What do you do?
Guess what I done? I went out. We come in late last night.
Yeah.
We was going to go down to the little drugstore on the corner, and guess who I run into? Now, I'm the biggest fan in the world, you know, and I'd probably bug anybody to death.
This is a famous person you ran into?
You better believe it. Just walked right up on him, Rod Stewart.
Oh, yeah. This is...
Yes, I did.
Pretty impressive. Do you know him?
Well, I did then. I got acquainted real fast.
Yeah.
And I was standing there telling him how much I thought of him, you know, and how I watch him all the time. And this girl come walking up, and she said, had a camera. And he says, "No pictures, please, no pictures." And she said, "I want a picture of Loretta." And he did. So she handed Rod the camera and said, "You take the picture." So naturally he was going, you know, and I thought, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
So he got down and he took the picture. So he come back over and he said to me, "That's the first picture I've taken in 25 years. And, you know, I thought, my goodness, my picture being taken by Rod Stewart.
Sure. Kind of took the wind out of his sails, didn't it? Now, did you come in by bus? I know you travel a lot by bus, but you didn't come in that way.
Well, I have 2 buses on the road and a light and sound truck now, so it looks
a light and a sound truck and 2 buses.
It looks like a carnival going down the road.
How big are these buses? Are these giant guys that you see?
They're the biggest ones.
Yeah. Is that fun, being on one of those things?
Well, I would rather ride my bus than to fly, but we flew up here, and the buses will meet us tomorrow.
Now, what's the longest stretch of time you've traveled by bus?
3 days and 3 nights. Oh, you mean of a whole tour?
Yeah.
Oh, 6 weeks.
But you've had these things fixed up, so they're...
Oh, they're just like a home.
Speaking of home, you own your own town, too, I understand. Is that right? She bought a city in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, and
Hurricane Mills?
Hurricane Mills.
Yeah. All right, let me do this, and then we'll come back and talk about the buying up cities and towns all across this country. We got a letter. Somebody was going to sue us for doing Ask Mr. Melman. Maybe they'll sue us. So we thought we'd do it once more tonight. Also, Margaret Smith will be here tomorrow. The mayor of this city, of course, Ed Koch. You know him better as Larry. Have you ever met Mayor Koch?
No, I don't think so.
He was just across the hall. Very nice man. He will be here tomorrow, and also Larry Holmes. Now, you live in Hurricane Mills.
Hurricane Mills, Tennessee.
Now, what part of the state is that?
Well, it's between Memphis and Nashville.
So roughly south-central part of the state, southwestern part of the state?
Well, I don't know.
Neither do I.
I don't know east, west, from south now, you know.
A small town?
Hurricane Mills, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, very small. I wouldn't own
it. Now, where did you live before you moved to Hurricane Mills?
I lived in right in Nashville.
Yeah. And what took you to Hurricane Mills? Why did you end up there?
We found this old home, and it's an old colonial home, and we were out driving around. This is about 70 miles from Nashville. And I seen this home, and I want that old house right there. So dude said, "Well, maybe it's not for sale." So we found out it belonged to the banker in Nashville. So when we bought the place, we didn't know the town come with it. But I get it. We didn't know it till we bought it.
Yeah.
That I wasn't interested in the town, but
well, they're certainly glad to hear that now, I would guess.
But I get a check from my government every month for the post office.
Now, wait a minute. No, let's back up here a second. First of all, tell me about the house. What about the house caught your eye?
Well, it was an old southern mansion, but I've spent more money on that thing. I could have built 10 mansions, you know.
All right, so it's a big, attractive house. Now,
it's a big, ugly house now.
now, so
after working so long on it.
Now, and what did you get when you bought the town? What is included with the town?
Well, the store come with it. The store, a little store,
like
a little
general
grocery
store, hardware store, grocery store, whatever.
Right.
Okay.
And the post office and the old mill that I have my museum in right now, and a gift shop. And we built onto the town, and we have all kinds of little things.
Well, do you have a mayor in the town? Are you, or like you, what, the queen of the town, or?
No, my old man ain't gonna stand for that. I think he kind of runs things, but because he's there most of the time.
And but you get a check from the from the government for the post office.
And there's about 250 people get their mail there, but they don't live on, they live off of my ranch.
Yeah, yeah. And what's the exact population of Hurricane Mills?
Just us and our tenants.
Wow, this is very strange. So it's a tiny little town, but 250 people do get their mail there?
Yeah, but they live off of my place.
Yeah.
They kind of surrounded about 7 miles from
That's interesting. You know, we have something else that's very interesting. These are photographs, and I want you to tell me what we're looking at, how old they are, and maybe you haven't even seen these.
I'm not.
All right, here you go.
Oh, that's... Mercy.
Now this is, you're just
that was my first time that I ever canned. I lived in the state of Washington then.
What did you can there?
I won first prize. I canned everything at the big can, or I wouldn't eat it.
Vegetables,
vegetables, fruit,
small
everything.
Animals? No.
If they got in my way.
How old were you in that picture?
I was about 21.
Very, very attractive young lady there.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. What else do we have? We have a couple more here.
Oh, me.
All right. What is this?
Help me. That was my first outfit when I started to sing. I saved, I was making $5 on a Saturday night to sing, and I saved the $5 up, and I went to Seattle. And I bought that's a black shirt with big red roses and a black skirt with long fringe, a white hat. Annie Oakley wasn't nothing.
Okay, we have, do we have one more? All right. And this is, you're shoeless here.
Yeah, that was the first year I come to Nashville. That was when I first started singing, too.
Now, why have you taken off your shoes there, Loretta?
Well, I danced, too, Not very good, but I danced.
And you just take them off? Do you don't wear high heels on stage anymore?
Yeah, I wear high heels.
And do you still take them off?
If they hurt my feet, yes.
Yeah. All right, let me see. What are we doing here? You're going to be at Harrah's, I lost the dates on those, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I think. Was that it? And then you're going to be at the Westbury Music Fair out on Long Island.
And I'm at the Kennedy Center tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right. You're going down there right now, aren't you?
Honoring Roy Acuff. He's going to be 80 years old.
Yeah, that'll be quite a show. Loretta, nice to see you again. Thank you very much. You look terrific. We'll be back with Ask Mr. Melman.